Literally nothing is working out. Nothing has been working out. And I'm so sick of it. Like, why is it so hard to just get married? So as a lot of you know, I'm engaged. I've been posting about it like everywhere for the past month, and it's like at this point you guys are probably like, okay girl, we get it. But I still haven't had our engagement party. So today is June 25th and we are planning our engagement party probably in September, so that's still like a little over 2 months from now. But I already know where I want to have it. The view and the venue is absolutely gorgeous, so I am super excited. So as you guys know, my proposal was a complete surprise.
بغير من عيني وانا شايفك وده اللي وصلت ليه لو اسمع اسمي بشفايفك بقولك كرري وعمري ما هقدر اوصفلك بحبك قد ايه
ارسمني في ليلك نجمة ضيعي الماء في العين اكتبني في عمرك كلمة يحكوها الناس بعدين انا نفسي اعيش فوق عمري يا حبيبي معك عمري لو تطلبي مني عليا.
Relationships are the source of your worst memories and your best memories. I don't care what those memories are, good or bad. I want to experience them with you and only you for the rest of my life. Will you be my wife?
Yes.
عيوني تغزلوا بجماله الضحك حلا قلبي شافه بكالا هالدنيا بدلها كرماله.
I honestly don't know a lot of details about like what happens in wedding events and like planning and all that. Like I really wasn't even looking into all that yet. So after the proposal, I kind of had like a mental roadblock and I was kind of like not stressing, but I was kind of like, what do I do? What's next? What happens now, you know? And I didn't even know what inspo or events or theme or anything. So the past couple weeks I tried looking at some YouTube videos just to get some inspo and like some, you know, hashtags on Instagram, and I honestly was still like, I don't know what to do. And then all of a sudden last night, all the ideas just came to me. It was just flowing up here, and I was like, I need to come here. I need to envision this. I need to record this. I need to measure this. So here we are. I actually just so happened to be in Vegas for the weekend. If you guys didn't know, I've lived in Vegas for 13, 14 years of my life, and this is where I'm having my engagement party. So let me just like word vomit and let you guys know what I'm planning, like all the ideas that just flowed in my head. I want to like release them and just like bring them out to the camera, you know? My brother's giving me a really I honestly don't know how much of these ideas I'm actually gonna manifest into reality, but this is just, you know, some things I wanna bring into life. We honestly haven't even booked a date yet. We do know we wanna have it in September, but for now, I thought I would take you guys along with me through the entire process of planning my wedding events, starting with the engagement. So here's what I'm thinking. This is the entrance. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. So what I'm thinking, when the guests enter, here I'll have like a sign that says, welcome to Hassan and Diana's engagement, right? And then on each side, I want to have like big blown up pictures of us. You know, probably just pictures from the proposal, because there's a lot I still haven't posted yet. So probably 3 on each side, right? And then in between that, I want to have a bunch of candles just like overflowing in between all the photos. And then I want to have someone playing the violin. So you're walking in and she's like, I love how I'm saying this. I don't know how much of this I'm actually gonna do, but come on in. And then we walk in, you know, we got the violin, we got our photos, we got the welcome sign, we got the candles, right? Now that I'm looking at this, this is bigger than I thought. We're probably gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're probably gonna need like 10 photos. All right, and then we walk into the actual clubhouse. So this is the inside portion of the venue. There's also an outside area. What I'm gonna try to do is make this both an indoor and outdoor sort of situation. So I originally was gonna rent out a bunch of like round tables and chairs and just have the whole thing outside of the pool. But then I was like, oh, look at all these chairs and tables. Like all of these chairs and couches literally fit like at least 60 people, which is amazing. So I don't have to worry about renting out a bunch of tables and chairs. So it's gonna be more like lounge style seating, and that way I can splurge a little bit more on the decor. Right here, we're gonna have all the food, like buffet style food. I'll probably use this to have like little games and like an advice jar and little cute things like that that guests can, you know, write on and decorate. And then this is amazing because this table is already set. And this is where I'm gonna have my cake and all the sweets and like some floral decorations. And then what I'm gonna try to do, so this window actually opens up. So hopefully by September, like end of September, the Vegas weather will be good and it's not like nothing crazy happens during that day, but we'll see. This actually opens up, you guys. Oh, look at that. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna open it completely, but you guys get the point. So it opens up and it leads to this beautiful view. I'm gonna do this around sunset time, so the views are gonna be amazing. It overlooks the pool. Let me show you. Come on up. So there's still a lot more room here. Like I guesstimated that this is gonna fit at least 60 people, which is great. And then we have the beautiful view of the pool right here. Pool views. Definitely a DJ and a photographer. I haven't decided if I want to get a videographer yet, just because my sisters take really good videos and I have like professional cameras, so I'm still contemplating on a videographer. This is another event room that we are able to use. So I don't think I'm gonna use the space because honestly, like look at all the chairs and tables outside and inside. But yeah, that is all the ideas I have as of right now, 2.5 months before the actual engagement party. I'm so excited and I'm really trying to focus on not stressing about any of the wedding events I have and just really enjoying the process. We are planning on having a long engagement. Part of the reason is so we don't stress out about wedding events, and the other reason is because we're really busy, but we definitely want to focus on enjoying the process and just like being in the moment throughout every single one of our events. So I'm just going to take some detailed photos and do some measurements and go from there. So I will catch back up with you guys when there is a new update on the engagement party. Well, A lot changed since then. We had to reschedule the engagement party multiple different times, and then we thought, you know what? Let's just not have an engagement party. And then we were like, why don't we have the engagement party and the Ketb Kteb, aka the religious ceremony, on the same night? Just so much back and forth, a lot of uncertainty with what events we should have, and a lot of my time wasted. And that's when I had my very first bridal breakdown of the year. Yeah. I told myself I wasn't gonna stress out about wedding planning, and here I am 1 month in. It's been about a month since I last vlogged, since you guys last saw me in the venue that I was supposed to have my engagement party in. We decided we're not gonna have an engagement party because we were trying to put on so many events and it was getting a little extra, honestly, and just stressful, and we're trying to reduce the stress. So I originally wanted to have my engagement party in September. As you guys know, my fiance just opened up a restaurant and he's been really busy with that, so his schedule has been extremely unpredictable, which is one of the things I've been stressing about, because he hasn't been able to give me a day, like a specific day of when to book the venue. And then when he finally agreed on a day, which was supposed to be September 24th, we had issues booking the venue because September 24th was no longer available. So then it was like a huge circle again of trying to find a day. It's almost August. I haven't planned anything. I haven't contacted any vendors. Like, I haven't sorted anything out. It was just so much back and forth. Also, with our culture, a lot of times they have their engagement party and their Ketb Kteb the same night. The Ketb Kteb is like a religious pre-wedding ceremony, and usually they do have it the same night. I was just trying to do it 2 different events because we are having a long engagement, and waiting that long to have an engagement party just didn't sound right to me. I don't know, but honestly I am a little relieved just because I have so much going on end of September, first week of October. Like, I might be going to Paris and Lebanon, and that's a whole other thing. I'm trying to figure out if I want to have my wedding in Lebanon or not. So the other stressful thing is I've been trying to decide on a wedding planner, and I feel like no one's really giving me a straight answer. Like, I just feel like I don't know what the right way to communicate with planners in Lebanon is, and we're thinking of either Lebanon, California. We were thinking of Michigan, but honestly now I don't want to have it in Michigan. It's just like a bunch of things I'm trying to plan, and I'm just annoyed because I don't like wasting my time. And I wasted my time. I went in that venue, I measured everything. I had this whole idea of how I wanted our engagement party to happen, and then I waited like a month and a half to finally decide on a day, and then it ends up not happening. I told some of my friends to stay tuned for the engagement party in September, you know? So it's like all these things are what's making me very annoyed. I just want to be real with you guys and show you like the good and the not so good parts of planning a wedding, because to be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. I just don't. Like, I'm kind of like playing it by ear. Life is hard when you're extra. If I was simple and I wasn't an extra person, like I am kind of extra with my events in general, and I think that's what's causing the stress. I'm just frustrated because I honestly feel like I'm so behind compared to other brides-to-be. Like, I know so many people who got engaged around the same time I did. They already had their engagement party, they already booked their venue, they're already planning their wedding, found their wedding planner, and their wedding isn't until next year. So it's like, it just makes me feel like, am I doing something wrong? Because like, I haven't found a planner yet, I haven't had a celebration. I don't know. And I know I shouldn't compare because everyone's having their own celebration. People have longer engagements than others, so I really shouldn't be comparing. But it's just like, that just adds on a little bit of pressure because I'm just like, I haven't booked anything yet. Like, am I doing something wrong, you know? I really like the plan and the concept that I came up with for the engagement party, so I still want to have that same concept, that maybe instead of having it for the engagement party, I'll just do it for our Ketb Kteb ceremony. I'm looking very rough. I just got back from the gym, obviously stressing, so ignore all this, okay? But yeah, I just wanted to keep it real with you guys. Sorry, I'm a little emotional. I'm a little too emotional because it's really not that serious. It's only because I get so excited it's like this took up so much of my like thought process and energy, and like I was stressing about finding a day and trying to work around other people's schedules, and then it doesn't end up happening. And I wasted my time and I vlogged it. I need to be more adaptable and learn that, you know, events are just not always gonna work out like I want them to. In regards to wedding planning, all I've done so far is contact a handful of wedding planners in Lebanon. So that's where we're at. That's all I've done so far. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along with me in case, I don't know. I mean, I've tried researching some stuff on YouTube, but I just really want to take you guys through the process in case, you know, you just got engaged and you don't know what to do. Obviously there's like general tips and stuff that I've seen on YouTube, but like there isn't, or maybe there is honestly, but I haven't seen, you know, too much of people like documenting their whole journey and taking you along through like everything they're doing. So if you guys remember in the previous episode, Hassan and I got into it about the planner. He was saying we don't need a planner in Lebanon, and I was freaking out because I cannot plan an entire wedding overseas on my own. Because I woke up and I was looking at the venue and I can't find shit. Like, I don't know how you think we can do this without a planner. I really don't.
We're in the process of working on it. Relax. It's the last thing you need to worry about.
Turns out Lebanon does things differently than the US.
So after watching that reaction, okay, I think I was right about 100% of it. Because, and let me tell you why. Everything I said in that phone call was facts. Diana was trying to like find the planner first, and she's like jumping to like step 10 rather than like going step by step. And finding the venue and the vendors is probably the most important thing, because planner in Lebanon will do the complete opposite. They'll put their commission on top of the flowers she finds, the table she finds, all these things, the venue she finds. That might be a good thing in America, but in Lebanon, complete opposite. You find the venue and they know everything. They'll take care of everything from there. The venue has their own planners as well, so that makes everything easier.
We realized months later that each venue comes with their own planner. So all this back and forth, me spending a month and a half talking to over 30 different planners, was a waste. I just feel like Hassan was telling me we're not getting a planner, period, and I'm pretty much planning the whole wedding myself from across the world. That's why I was freaking out so much, not realizing that the venue itself has their own planner.
So after that phone call, this is what happened. I jumped on my computer, I created an Excel sheet, I broke down columns for like vendors, column for venues, a column for potential planners, which come to find out would have been need a planner. So we wrote down all the venues that we found. We started contacting them one by one, and luckily, Deanna, I have to give her credit on this, she found the venue that we're gonna go with. And from there we found out their preferred vendors and their preferred planner, which made everything easier.
Alright guys, we are currently in Miami celebrating my sister's birthday. That has nothing to do with the wedding. But my point in saying that is it's currently 3 a.m. Miami time. We're exhausted. We've been out all day, but we are finally about to get on a call with the wedding planner.
It's been 3 weeks.
It's
right?
Yeah,
maybe longer.
It's just been so stressful, like in general, trying to find a venue. And now that we finally like found one, it's really hard to communicate with the time difference. So this is the chance that we found to talk to the planner and hopefully finally book the venue. We are only 7 months away from the wedding. All the reservations for weddings are getting taken up. We need to do this now, and it's not going to be confirmed till we pay the deposit, obviously. So we're about to get on a call, confirm all the details.
Let's do it.
Hello?
مرحبا محمد.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
كيفك؟ شو الأخبار؟
الحمد لله. نحن هلا مسافرين بميامي الساعة 3 الصبح عنا.
وبلبنان 9 الصبح.
We just want to talk about some details.
اكيد for sure yeah.
اوكي بيرفكت. هلا نحن اكيد رجعنا على امريكا، فبدي اشوف انه where we're gonna go from here, what needs to be finalized من هلا and what can be finalized right before the wedding. اول شيء اللي بدي اسالك اياه انا I'm planning on coming down شهر قبل العرس. That's enough time right to like meet with the vendors and all that.
شوف هو enough time يعني حتى هذا before 1 month ما في مشكل. انا already كنت مخبركم لانه انا I have all suppliers اوكي same يعني same office موجودين اوكي. سو فينا نكون عم نحضر هذا الشيء كله before 1 month ما في مشكل ابدا. اكيد انا I'm sure شو عم بحكي لانه already نحن عندنا experience تجارب كثير مع couples كانوا already مسافرين واجوا before 1 month او before half يعني نص شهر وعم نعمل concept. يعني مش عم نحضر العرس as basic، كنا عم نحضر عرس as concept للعرس يعني. لأن أنا I have all suppliers عندي موجود وعندي كل السبلايرز لأني outsource الفانيو. بقدر أكون عم بشتغل أنا وياهم وعم بحضر كل الأمور.
اوكي amazing. هلا أنا بعرف من هلا يمكن مهم نحجز مطرب.
رح نعمله أنا وياكي والعريس نحن من بعد النيو يير إن شاء الله. اوكي باول ويك بالجانيوري نعم نشوفي اي سنجر بدك وبنحكي معهم.
I know لما جينا قلت رح تغيروا انت decoration design on the inside. What are you guys planning on doing? لانه انا يعني the bridal entrance and everything I have an idea based on how the venue is now. هلا انا خطيبة I have a whole idea لانه نحن عاملين هاي كله بحكي in details a month before the wedding بس his entrance is going to be never done before. Okay amazing. Thank you so much محمد.
ولا Thank you, Alec.
Yeah, we'll talk soon.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye. I'm really glad we had this conversation because now like I understand things better. I know like how far in advance I need to come down to Lebanon again and like what needs to be booked right now and you know the deposit and all that detail. So once we pay the deposit and sign the contract, which should be hopefully in the next few days, we are gonna send save the dates because like I said the wedding is 7 months away. When a wedding is overseas or a destination wedding, you're supposed to send save the dates like 8 months to a year in advance. So we need to get to it and then I have to plan all the other events, the engagement party / katb ktib, the bachelorette, the bridal shower, you know, all that stuff I haven't even thought about yet. So that is all for now. The time it is, hello, it's October 31st and it's 3:30 a.m. right now. Happy Halloween, by the way. After months of back and forth about whether we should have an engagement party or not, should it be the same night as the religious ceremony or not, oh wait, this day doesn't work for him, this month doesn't work for her. We finally decided to just have our engagement party and our religious ceremony on the same night on December 30th. Hussein and I thought it would be nice to enter the new year being religiously married, and that day seemed to work with a lot of family members and friends coming from out of town because it was around the holidays and they were off. But unfortunately, things just kept getting worse. I just had my maybe 5th mental breakdown of the week. This has been so stressful. Like so many changes with the venue. I don't want to cry again. So many changes with the venue. We're like a month away from the engagement / katb ktib at this point, and we might have to find another venue because they're giving us so many issues. I'm very stressed out. It's not just that because like I have so many other things going on, you guys. Like I don't want to seem ungrateful, but like literally all these opportunities came at once. Literally all came at once. So I have like 20 other things on my list. We're like a little over a month away from the engagement party. We haven't sent invites yet. This event has literally been rescheduled at least 4 different times. First, we were gonna have it back in September. And then we were gonna have it all the way in May, like a couple months before the wedding. My hair's pissing me off. Yo, chill. I just woke up. Then we were gonna have it in May. And then we were like, oh, let's do like a joint engagement party with Naham, my sister who just got engaged. in February. And now we're like, no, let's have it like end of December to like start the new year with like our Katb Ktib. Like Katb Ktib pretty much means like we're married, religiously married. So we want to enter the new year being religiously married. Obviously that means we can start traveling together and stuff, but like the wedding hasn't happened yet. So it's like all these things keep going wrong, and I'm trying to enjoy the process of wedding planning, and it's just so hard because shit keeps going left. We're a month away. Today is November 18, 2022. So like we're a month and 10 days away, and I'm gonna get on a call with the director of events at the venue we're looking to book, and that's pretty much gonna determine if we're gonna have to rush to find another venue in literally like a week. I'm not even in Vegas. The event is in Vegas. I'm in California. So I would have to like take a trip to Vegas to go venue scouting, and who knows if the event would even be in December at this point. So yeah, I'll update you guys when I figure shit out, because I really don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what vendors I'm gonna use yet. We have a guest list made, but now we might have to like reduce that guest list in half because the capacity, like I thought we could rent out the whole venue, and pretty much we can only rent out like one of the spaces. Otherwise we have to do like a full buyout and rent out like the entire like 10 rooms they have, which is, I'm not doing that. So there's just a lot to figure out. We are currently in Hassan's restaurant. I came by so we can go over the guest list for the engagement. We're having a hard time narrowing down who we want to invite. So I think a rule we should do
More
is...
so who's capable of coming. That sounds better.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people we're like iffy about because we haven't talked to them in a while. So I think we should have a rule where if we haven't talked to them in over a year, they shouldn't get invited.
It's not that we don't like these people.
Well, obviously, but like if you haven't talked to someone in over a year, like, are you gonna invite them to your engagement party? You know what I mean? Like I'm talking like even through text, or like we haven't talked in over a year. I think that's the rule I'm gonna go by, follow. Right?
That's fine.
It's really funny because we're looking through our contacts and there's some people like in our contacts that we don't even remember. So this is a good time actually.
Should we start saying some weird names? Like some people have some weird names on here.
You have some weird names. You had J Shrimp on there. Who the heck is J Shrimp?
Well, that's not his last name. That's something you ordered.
I know, but like, this is actually a good time. If you're going through your guest list for your, you know, wedding festivities, that's a good time to clear out your contacts, because there are some people on there that I'm like, who even is that?
Kirsten? That's a weird name. Kun? Kurt? Kun?
Another day, another mental breakdown. I don't even want to talk right now. More issues with the venue. We're gonna have to switch the caterer. So I have to make a bunch of calls tomorrow to different restaurants to see the different options I have. Some of the vendors are taking a really long time to get back to me, and I can't secure the venue until the vendors are known and their insurance is sent. Literally not one thing is going right with this engagement. And I really hope to God that the wedding is not going to be this bad. Finding a venue and a dress was already stressful, but honestly, this whole engagement planning is like way more stressful. And like, I don't even want to know what's waiting for me with the wedding. I'm staying hopeful and just reminding myself that the wedding is going to be different because I'm going to have a whole team planning it for me and helping out, versus the engagement. I'm kind of like a one-man show trying to figure out what vendors I want to use, and issues with the venue and everything like hopefully isn't going to happen when it comes to the wedding venue. Hopefully. Because my stress level, like I'm not kidding you guys, this may sound like dramatic, but like I actually had an anxiety attack today, and I'm having like at least 3 mental, like I'm about to cry right now. I can't control it. Like I literally can't control my stress. And like, I'm just gonna get off before I start having another breakdown because I'm just thinking of all the shit I have to do. By the way, if you guys heard a bunch of munching, it's my brother munching on some popcorn right next to me. And he's just shaking his head like, damn, as I'm talking about the wedding stress. Also, let me mention, thank God for Hassan. Hassan has actually been helping a lot, like as much as he can with him running his business and doing all the other shit he has to do. This is the stress level I'm in with him helping. This has honestly been such a nightmare. Nothing about the wedding planning process has been enjoyable so far, which sucks because I only go through this experience once in my life and I'm supposed to soak up every minute of it and enjoy it, but all these obstacles keep getting in the way that are making it impossible for me to enjoy this time. Aside from the wedding planning, I am in one of the busiest times of my life right now, and I need all this energy and motivation to excel in my career, but all this wedding planning stress has honestly made me lose motivation and lose purpose. It's really taken a toll on me, and it honestly got to the point where it started affecting my health. I'm waking up every day with migraines and really bad back pain from all the stress, and I don't think I've ever had anxiety attacks until now. Nothing is enjoyable anymore, and now that I look back on it, I honestly don't know why I let this affect me so much. It's like at the end of the day, it's really not that serious. It's just an event. I know that these minor things I'm going through is nothing compared to what people actually go through in their life, and I should just be grateful, but I honestly cannot control my emotions. I can't help but be this stressed and this emotional about everything that's going on. If everything is going wrong over and over again and I can't control it, I just break down. Since social media is my job, I feel obligated to have a certain standard or a certain level when it comes to my events. Especially after Hassan planned such an amazing proposal, I feel even more pressured to have bridal events that are just as nice, and not one thing has been working in my favor. All right, you guys, the day has finally come. We got our approval from the venue after going through hell and back. Excuse my lip. I also had a dentist visit from hell today, and they literally cut my lip open. Anyways, we're sending the invites right now. I want to show them. We decided to do all the invites electronically instead of like mailing every single person. Like that's doing too much. So here's how it looks like. There we go. Okay, pretty simple. Hassan actually designed this himself because I was having like 3 mental breakdowns plus an anxiety attack every single day, you know? I still like, even after I got the approval from the venue, after all they put us through, I'm still very anxious because I'm just, since we changed the date so many times, I feel like something might like pop up last minute or sudden and then we have to cancel after sending out all the invites, so that would be an issue on its own. But I'm staying hopeful. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, I get a call during my event saying my grandpa is passing away. When I tell you guys, I am so beyond over this. I just got done with my event, and halfway through the event, my dad is calling me, my sisters are calling me, they're like, it's urgent. My grandpa's in the hospital, and they tell me he's passing away. Obviously, I'm upset about my grandpa mainly, and we don't know if how long my grandpa's gonna last, honestly, at this point. He's almost 90 years old. He's had a lot of like illnesses and stuff the past few years, so they told me he's passing away, and then the doctor updated them and they said he's good now. I don't know what that means. I don't know how long he's still gonna be alive for. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at this point. Everyone out of town booked their flights for this. We're 20 days away. My hands are tied at this point. I don't know if I should cancel the event or not. I'm worried about my grandpa. One day the doctors tell us he's not going to make it, and other days they tell us he's going to be okay. A lot of my family members have already flown all the way to Lebanon to say goodbye to my grandpa, but it's been really hard to tell if he's going to make it or not. Obviously, I'm mainly worried about my grandpa, but on top of that, everyone already booked their hotels and their flight for our engagement. All the deposits that I put in are non-refundable, and I just honestly don't know what to do right now.
I don't know why this is so stressful. I don't know why. Literally nothing is working out. Nothing has been working out. And I'm so sick of it. Like, why is it so hard to just get married? Like, every single day I wake up to a bunch of obstacles and a bunch of stress and a bunch of shit just not going right. And as much as I try to find solutions, more and worse shit keeps happening.